So then we have be a witness to everything that happens. The witness bypass. This is unfortunately becoming terribly popular today, where they teach you techniques and methods to dissociate from your pain. To dissociate from your pain body actually. And you can just watch what is happening, you can just watch what is flowing out. So you observe your life instead of living it. You know, and a lot of people use therapy also in the same way, where they just constantly digging deeper and deeper and deeper into the reasons why they are the way they are. There are multiple reasons. Gahano karmana gati. There is never any one reason. Yeah, all symptoms are overdetermined. There is never any one reason, but they will never be happy with that. And it was so fascinating for me to observe. And then I understood why I am the way I am. Yes, have you stopped doing that? Or is that not causing you any more pain? No, but they are very expert witnesses now. They are very expert observers. They are very detached from what is going on. And they actually think they are in Sakshi Bhav, and that is not Sakshi Bhav. Sakshi Bhav is something that happens at an energy level. It is not a mental thing. Sakshi Bhav happens something that happens when you are in deep meditation, and it happens deep within your pranamaya kosha, and there is that aspect of consciousness which witnesses. It is not your mind and it is not your personality that witnesses. If you can feel yourself witnessing, or you can put yourself into witnessing, then that's not real witnessing, that's pseudo witnessing. The Sakshi Bhav is a different aspect of consciousness which is separate from the mind, and all these people who keep doing this blah 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 about witness never understand that. This is really going to make me unpopular. Okay, somebody needs to say it, I am saying it. So what happens when you do witness is, in the early days it actually works tremendously. If you can just dissociate from your pain body, you can just observe your pain body, you can just observe your processes, yes, it actually helps a lot, because you're not paralyzed with the pain that is actually functioning and flowing within you. But over time, these people, their equanimity, their stillness, their peace, it becomes more and more difficult, and anything can shake it up. So people go into specialized places where they are taught to witness themselves. They are not given any food, they are made to sit still for a long time. Sensory deprivation happens. And you actually think, wow, I have made a spiritual breakthrough. Classic bypass. I'm not going to identify the processes, everybody knows those processes. That's like institutionalized, organized bypass. Because you see the people who come out of that. Are they really people who have come out with any wisdom? No, they've come out with a very magnificent way to manage their pain. And these processes become very popular because it enables people to go back into the madhouse that is their career, and now they become much more effective and efficient. They don't really feel the daily grind, the daily humiliations, the daily problems, because they've learned how to dissociate from that. So they actually think we have become more spiritual. Just yesterday when the Kulaba group, I was telling them that just because you have an exciting bodily experience, or an exciting mental experience, or an exciting emotional experience, or even an exciting experience with the breath, that still doesn't mean you had a good and authentic spiritual experience. And very, very, very few yogis or schools I see are nowadays willing to come out with this ancient truth. Because, how will the numbers come? How will the dakshinas come? What they are providing is exciting physical but this witnessing business has become like it's an entire structure, a truth that is sufficient unto itself, So long as you can witness, I am witnessing, therefore I have. No, that's a wrong. You are not even witnessing. Because anything, you need to go back every year. If it is authentic Sakshi Bhava, it never goes away. You don't need to go back every year into that hothouse environment, into that controlled space where they don't feed you and they don't let you sleep and they don't let you talk to anybody. So your excess psychic energy builds up anyway, there is no discharge anyway. So you actually think, oh wow, spiritual experience. An authentic Sakshi Bhava doesn't go away. It's quite a nuisance. This is something you turn on and off to manage your life. I'm having pain, I will witness it. No, you are dissociating from it. You are observing it like a scientist observes a worm under a microscope. It is not helping you in any great way. Yes, temporary there is some help. So yeah, unfortunately the witness bypass is today, because it is so effective in the early stages, and that's all that people really care of, because it's so effective in the early stages, it is packaged and sold as entire authentic sadhanas in themselves, entire authentic spiritual paths in themselves. And that's simply not true. I don't want to say more because my temper rises when I think of how people are misled, with so-called witnessing. Then we have the pragmatism bypass. This is what most people, no, I don't have time for all that. I'm a very practical person. There are things to be done. Yeah, life must go on. There are deadlines to be met. There are children to be taken to school or admitted in college, and that there are so many important and significant things happening in life that I have no time to think about my life, and I have really no time to grow because I am so busy doing all the pragmatic things that need to be done. This is the commonest bypass, and this is the bypass that is rewarded. Yeah, society rewards it, organizations reward it, people reward it. What a hard-working, practical person, until that person, if he has some kind of good karma, will probably be lucky enough to have a stroke. Yeah, because then he or she can lie in bed and think seriously about their life. No, the people who say, no, I can't take that much effort to eat healthily. I can't take out the time to exercise. All these things happen only till they have the first heart attack. After that, not only they eat healthily, the rest of the family has to suffer with them. Yeah. And magically, the time for exercise, suddenly 26 hours in the day. Yeah. And they are still not doing anything spiritual. They are still doing a pragmatism bypass because now they don't want to die. Now they are coming back to a practical way to keep the madness going. Anything that will avoid connecting to a larger consciousness, anything that will avoid connecting you to a larger reality or larger responsibility, you will find practical reasons why it cannot be done. So that is the pragmatism. It's unfortunately way too common, it's way too easy.